Good day everyone. The long-awaited time has finally arrived for Dear Buster account to roll for our Universal Farmer. Versatile Farmer, whatever you want to call it. That's right, Maou has finally gotten rated up. It's a bit longer wait for us than JP had on their equivalent of this event, but cheeky. So she's quite important, so we're going to just throw our heads into this and roll as much as we possibly need to. Hopefully we have some good luck. I'd like to have some quartz saved up to roll for Gramps or New Year's. But we'll just see how things play out. It will be painful to get Summer Okito on this account, considering she's quick, but I believe she'll be on banners. Other accounts will be rolling for other accounts that would actually use her, so I'll try not to cry too much. But not jibber jabber. Let's get to it. This being the Buster account, as one might have guessed, Maou is a Buster AoE Avenger. Strangely, she's actually a servant that, when she came out, people were pretty down on, and some even considered her the worst 5-star servant, which is pretty laughable, even back then. Her first skill is your typical, well, it's your typical charisma, well, self-charisma with some spice to it. Instead of increasing her attack by a flat amount for 3 turns, she gives herself a ramping attack up for 3 turns. Now what this means is, on turn 1 she gives herself a 30% attack up, on turn 2 that goes up to 50%, and then on turn 3 it's a 70% attack up. That's pretty nice. She also gives her 3 turns of Burning Battlefield buff, which helps her trigger her 3rd skill. And 2nd skill's extra effects. And the demerit is she gives herself a minor burn for 3 turns. Something quite easy to clear with command codes. Second skill. Oh, that's a 5-turn cooldown, by the way. Second skill, 6-turn cooldown, which is typical because it's her invuln. 1 turn for 1 turn of invuln. Nothing cute, no certain amount of hits. Or any of that gobbledygook. But it also gives a buff, 100% buff removal resistance for that turn, so they can't do some cheeky buff removal shenanigans. Amakusa can set on down, none of his shenanigans. It has to be, they have to have Pierce involved, they're not scratching her that turn. And gives herself a 50% damage increase against sky attributes enemies when on a burning battlefield for 3 turns. So some trade damage, which is something that they've really been keen on past couple years especially. I feel like the craft instances in this event have really great art. So she kind of was ahead of the pack on that with the attribute damage. Third skill, 10 crit stars every turn for 3 turns, 30% battery. This is the buff she's gotten now during this event, which is really helpful because it gives her an extra 10% on her MP gauge. It was 20%, but now her battery is 30%. And it also gives her a 30% buster up when on burning battlefield for 3 turns. All on a 5-turn cooldown. That's important because that's how she's able to 3-turn bomb with double Koyanskaya and a plug suit. Hey. Well, speak of the devil and she will appear.
Maou Nobunaga no ikizama, sonata no tamashii ni amaneku kizamikomu ga yoi.
Just a fluffy, friendly character right there. Little goober. There's one copy. Hoping for a bunch more. Where was that? So yes, the buff switched it from a 30% battery to a 20% battery, or 20% battery to a 30% battery, and gave her a buster up, which helps her damage a decent bit because it adds some multiplicative damage to her. So she did the buster up and the attack up. The attack up's kind of important because with Koyanskaya, since they give buster up, but not attack up. But nonetheless, an extra 30% on the buster. It's pretty nice as well. But yes, 5-turn cooldown is important because it allows it a 3-turn with double Koyanskaya and a waiver that you plug suit in. Waiver or any 50% charger. Instead of having to have Oberon, like is the case for some of them. Her MP, AoE Buster. All divine enemies get their defensive buffs removed before damage, so anti-divinity. She deals 150%. Well, she deals bonus damage. Her overcharge effect is bonus damage to divine enemies, and she burns them as well. So she burns all enemies, not just divine ones. So that's what she does. Her third A pens. It's not exactly useful. It's it's anti-alter ego. So it's interesting because you don't often have something that just does bonus damage to alter egos outside of it, like a berserker. Wild Doggo appears.
勘違いすな。わしのクラスは人斬りじゃ。
But sir, those pretty much mean the same bloody thing. After his recent-ish buff in JP, he's moved a lot closer to being as good as Asuka is for single target 3-star assassins. I'd say she's still overall better, but it's fairly close now. Too bad his art's an unusable on this account. Cute little nursery rhyme crafted, since it's not useful effects wise, unfortunately. Interesting that a little dress she wears is different in that than any of her ascensions. She's the one in need of an animation up there. There's one we can use, although I'm pretty sure we already have him. I actually need to get around to finishing leveling him, come to think of it. I started to at one point, but it was early in the account's life. I didn't have the mats to keep ascending him, because he needed some mats that come a bit later in progression than I had gotten to at that point, of course. And completely forgot about him. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. That's a third copy of that one. Well, we're not getting any of the 3-star. It's kind of funny. Alright. Multi-tongue. I feel like we're getting quite a few berserkers. It's funny, I didn't stream this because I didn't have much to roll. It would have been like a 5-minute stream. But on my quick account, I did in fact roll for Okuni. And I did get her. So, MP1 of course, but that'll do for now. I'll try to snag a second copy of her sometime in the future. I need more copies of you on my quick account, come to think of it, because I'm pretty sure he's still like MP3 on there. Doesn't make any sense. Four, do I hear 5? I've actually pulled the cheeky and I have not finished the event on this account purely because Well, I haven't finished the farming on this account. Purely because I was going to roll, and it's a bit daft to do all that farming nonsense before rolling on the banner and getting all these craft essences that's going to get you bonus drops. Just saves you a lot of time. Oh, sure, man. I swear, every account, I've gotten like, I've gotten at least 5 copies of him on every account, obviously, even the ones that don't use him. But it is funny how he is easily the rarest 3-star assassin that I get. Maybe 3-star period, come to think of it. Oh, there's number 5. Is that our first copy of that today? Or have I just kind of zoned it out? Oh, Berserk. Ah. Nyalter. Need you to move over to the quick again, love. She was my first non-starter, non-welfare 4-star on my main account. That I rolled for. And naturally I didn't get it. I don't know why I threw the non-starter, non-welfare, because you don't roll, well, you roll for the starter of course, but I did like a couple multis, because just to see if I could yell or a copy of her. Didn't get her. I didn't get her or Anastasia, but I got double spooked because I got Nightingale, my first 5-star, and holy cow! Why is the name is literally on the tip of my tongue? Why is Naja? Bugger all. It was right there. I clearly knew what it was. I just couldn't make my mouth say it for some reason. So Naja was my first non-freebie 4-star servant. Zerkonobu isn't on this banner, I don't believe.
すべてを燃やし、何もかも食らい尽くしてやる。
Angrier cat. Added to the game at a time where they still weren't really giving anyone any dialogue on summon. Of course, to be fair, she's not much for words in Veer's place. Hohenheim. He's another that doesn't appear very often, I feel like, for me. Like I remember on my main account that I had gained the ability to do some cheeky quick farming strats on a certain event, but I needed Hohenheim and didn't have him, so I just kept rolling FP over and over, hoping to get him, and that did. Naturally, I got him immediately afterwards, after the event ended. From one of the free daily friend point summons. second Baldy. As I've got my days mixed up, I'll actually be streaming again later on. It'll be a quick stream though, because it'll be Blue Archive rolling. Oh. There's Okito. Jet Kito, as their nickname is.
お待たせしましたマスター。水着で無敵な沖田さん参上です。必殺のジェット天然理心流で渚の話題を独り占めですとも。さあ一緒に夏の大空に飛び出しましょう。新選組インザスカイ。
What a trooper. I actually need to pull up my notes and double check, because I'm pretty sure one of my other accounts will roll on a banner that has Jet Kito on it. I want to say it's even the main account, which is probably the account I'd want it on, because that's where I had regular Okito. Oh. That was... I don't know if it was my eyes playing tricks on me, but I felt like there was like a rainbow glitch at the beginning of that, so I was kind of thinking it was going to be a 5-star, but then it stopped and then the regular summon. That was weird. I'm gonna have to watch that back. It's like it flickered. That's strange. But there's number 2. I'll certainly take copies over at this space. My Robin is... There's Little Roma. We already have Big Roma though. Well, we have both of them. Oh. There we go. Yes, please. Have we gotten a single 5-star craft essence? Getting plenty of those. Bars. I don't think we have. Looking forward to trying to go Saber-Dusa, and she drops in a couple of years, or a year and a half, whatever it is now. It is a bit awkward since I have MP4 Saber Sulfur on there. Oh, speaking of Sabers. Oh, what is with this? All the 4 stars. Quick account. Doggo. You already heard her voice line before. Actually being trolled by the 4-star spooks. Why can't it be like Buster Spooks? Although, what Buster Spooks would even want? Heracles? That'd be nice. Even though I have him decked out on me. Arts account pretty nice. What is he on the arts account? Is it MP3 or MP4? I forget which. I have him on the main, of course, MP1, but actually, I haven't even gotten to bond farming with him on that account. Kind of lessens the need to when you have access to a good one already, really. You start weighing the, do I really need to bother with this since I've already done it on another? It's a much better version of him because he's listens in B1 and not Greyhound. Super on. Haven't seen you in a while. Feels like. Another gold saber. Who's it going to be? My first copy of that lad on here. I think it may even be in my second archive. Can't remember. You really are getting a lot of those. It's quite interesting. We'll be back in just a second. Right. About 800 quartz. We run 3 copies. Just I'm not going to be cheeky and go for 6 because again her third ape end is not particularly useful since it's alter ego. Oh, that's a go. Sometimes I wonder if some of the better 3-star servants are weighted a little bit lower than the other ones. Nah, it's just RNG being sketchy. I haven't gotten many riders today. Oh, the car. Did I ever? There's that one again. David. Oh yeah, that reminds me of the new 3-star single target. What's to say Archer rather than the JP dropped a little bit ago. Interesting that it took so long for her to come out, considering when she appeared in story and such. There we go, more copies of that. There's number 4. Just one more. That is 4, right? Pretty sure that was number 4. The minimum it was 4. Oh, bugger. That was a rough one. Wouldn't recommend that. Okay, I'm going to check.
いらっしゃいだね、マスター君。
I'm going to check. That was 4. Okay. Oh, yes. I keep forgetting to do this. Okay, back to the Avenger that I actually care about on this account. This one. Okay, this is P4. This is the locked one, correct? Yes. Okay. Alright. One more copy. Please be kind. Continue to be kind, rather. Oh. I still don't think we've gotten. I still don't think we've gotten a single 5-star crop distance. It's quite interesting. Good old Ushi. That's why it keeps bugging out down here a little bit. I wonder if that's in the recording as well. Oh, so rich. Yeah, they'll be removed. Let's try it again. They'll be removing that one for too long. Slowly they're also starting to make old event craft instances that are really good permanent as well. You can get them out of the Mana Prism shop. Somehow though, they haven't added... Hopefully they will next time, but they've still yet to add Ox Demon King, which is like the best craft essence from that particular event, or particularly useful craft essence. I think they added Royal Icing. I think that's one of the first ones they added. Of course, the biggest one is Golden Sumo. They added that. That one's outstanding because it doesn't matter what card type you're using. It improves not only all of your cards, but your extra attack too. I don't think any other craft essence that doesn't. There, we finally got a copy of that. I don't think any other craft essence, other than the ones that buff attack, like Golden Sumo does, affects your extra attack. How much does just attack up, generic attack up rather, and something like how Astarte has her bonus extra attack damage. Well, of course the first ape ends as well, naturally. So many berserkers. Plenty of more acorns. It's funny how early on we got so many Ezor, and now we're getting so many more. There's a third copy of here. I'm actually hoping we don't get her MP5. Purely because it's going to be painful to have MP5 of her on an account that I can't use her on, versus whatever account I think is the main that will be rolling on her in the future, or rather rolling on a banner that has her. I may even be completely wrong about that. Oh, again, I'll have to check. Diamond trolls me so much. So, I was wanting to do something cheeky with Ku on the Quick account the other day, but I needed his second ape pen. See, I had his first and third ape pens done, but I was at 110 coins out of 120, so I needed one more copy of him to be able to get that second ape pen as well. And so I rolls, FP rolls, and rolls, and rolls, and rolled, and rolled again. And I got 7 damids. Yeah, I got 7 damids. And on my very last roll, I had right under 1.6 million FP rolls, and I was down. We'll put it this way: I'm down to about 500k now. And finally got a copy of the bugger. now he has all his A-pins. All his skills and all his A-pins are 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Ah, necromancy, of course. I knew something was missing. Okay, that 5th copy of Nobunaga can come along now. We're done here. There's another user. I really do need to make a point of actually raising Mephisto. He actually is quite useful with the buff block. That is, there's so many bosses that people struggle with really hard, and if you just slap him out there temporarily to just throw that skill on him and just right before you break a bar or before a particular turn comes along, and you can just laugh as you just turned off most of the mechanics in the fight that made it super difficult for you. Buff block is it should be fairly obvious because there aren't many fights that do it, but the fights that do inflict buff block on you are absolutely nightmarish. Buff block or buff removal, by far the most painful mechanics to deal with in boss fights. Just because there's just not very many servants that have something that can prevent or work away around them. Buff block at least, something like, cleanses can work. So it's less painful than just outright buff removal, because sources of buff removal resistance are very few and far between. And with the exception of Santa Gale, I think she's been one of the ones that's been permanently added. If not, then hopefully they get on that soon, because she's a good source of it. Also with the targetable guts, that's also something that isn't exactly common to find. She's a really underrated unit. That looks like full Ferrokiso. Unless this is a spook Carmilla or something. Jekyll and Hyde, worst servant in the game. I've said it half a dozen times at least, but servant's terrible when they buff them and make them worse. Actually impressive. I actually don't remember what that craft essence even does. I don't think it's starting charge. Even swear to it. Wrong count for you, love. Like a lot of this, the things we've got in this rolling session, it needs to move over to the quick account. Cure him. So you do. Arts, not crit, an MP game. Oh, that's actually pretty good for the arts account. Which has no reason to roll in this event because I'm not going for Yoma. I already have Percival. Percival's really bloody good. You really can't go wrong with any of the three primary AoE arts lancers, 4 stars. Landed Film and Percy. They're all just really bloody good. Ah, the Forgotten Assassin. The Not Forgotten one. He's pushing as many. He's gonna have as many outfits as bloody Nero to keep going. Hector, the other AoE Buster Lancer, 3 star. Oh, you again. Okay. There we are. There she be. Number 5. Now we can save the rest for Gramps on New Year's. So I'm pretty chuffed about that. And naturally we have to finish, we gotta finish off with more of that one. I'm actually curious. And of course, bugger all. But you know what? Quite frankly, if you're rolling enough that you get MP5 of the 5 star, it's really silly to not have gotten at least 5 copies of the 4 star as well. So we take those, and we have a nice 531 quartz to hold over for Gramps. Good deal, good deal. You little beauty. Looky there. Oh, I need to... go and do this. Anything else? I don't think so. Or I knew it was rare for him to pop up for me, but I didn't realize that I hadn't gotten full copies of it. I need to really... Glad I did that. I'm pretty sure I've gotten enough copies of the Feet Star to have already MP5'd him, but I always forget since I don't use him on any of the other accounts, and he's already done on my main account. Or the extra account, I need to get him on there. "11 copies of Maou. How did I not? This is another case where... That's weird. I should probably drop her as well, actually. Now here's the big one. How many of these did I get? I'm going to say 25. Let's see, it's 5 in a row, so it's 10, 15, 18. Should have went with my first instinct of saying 20. Would have been closer. Oh well. Although to be fair, it did feel like I got a lot of them. Let's go ahead and MLB some of them for farming shenanigans. They are all attack, but well, they're star bombs, I suppose. And they're arts and booster, but I'll probably keep one just because it's always nice to have a star bomb craft essence. And I don't think I have any of the. Do I have any? Actually, I should have some 5-star ones, which obviously will be better. But there we are. Now to do that with this one. I think I may have had less of these than the other one, which is funny. Guess we'll see here. No. I think we have to get 2 more. Of course I had 2 to start with, so I got the same amount rolling there. Let's see. Oh, 1 more. So yeah, I actually got 1 more of the 4-star one than I did the 3-star one. Isn't that funny? Okie dokie. Let's I was about to say wrong one. Yeah, he was stuck at 2nd century. I tell you gotta be careful here. These portraits.
いかんな。力が漏れ出しておる。そなた、わしがどうなっても覚悟だけはしておくのだぞ。
Hold on, Goldies. I'll be with you in a moment.
いかんな。力が漏れ出しておる。
I'm pretty sure I won't have enough to 2k her just yet, but we'll be able to do a number at least. Yeah, see, there are still more gold fighters from this event, so I think we'll get I think she'll be around 1700 apiece. Not too bad. I don't know how I keep getting uneven numbers. Now she's going to temporarily become a boy. For those that weren't aware, the reason that Avenger Nobu is gender unknown is because the second ascension is the male version of Nobunaga.
おっと、俺の出番か。そうだな。信長ってのも紛らわしいし、吉報士とでも呼ぶがいい。よろしくな。
Yeah, Kiboshi.
あいつも消えたわけじゃないから心配するな。
So that's why first and third ascension are the typical female Nobu from Fate.
こうなると俺を止めることはできんぞ。そろそろ違う俺が騒ぎ出したか。覚悟しとけよ。あいつは俺らの中でもとびきりだからな。俺の血が沸き立っておる。我が 神を焼かんとする魔王の血がな。まずいな、このまま行くとやつも。まあなんでもない、こっちの話だ。我は第六天魔王はじめ織田信長、出迎え大義である。下天を食らうは覇王の道行き。穴いせい、人の身で果てなき旅路を行く者よ。魔王たるは核あるべしよな。
You know, Farkos didn't say I had a lot of fun designing all these ascensions for this one.
我に注ぐとは貴様、気は確かか。我行くところ、実界破却の無限地獄。いざ三千世界に刃を通さん。何も難しいことではない。我と共に生き、我と共に滅するがいい。遠く涅槃の果てまで人の業を望み続けようぜ。
Oh, you think we're done? No. But we'll do the skills phase. I'm actually blind. I somehow just glossed right over. Who did I think that was? Clearly someone that I don't have. Overall. In my defense, I'm half blind and the other half of me can't see. Incidentally, if you're not as over prepared for this as I am, and you can only level 1 skill, generally you want to focus on the battery, which is the 3rd skill in this case. Because as it turns out, being able to use your noble phantasms is pretty good. so the way this so at MP5, to be able to take it to 120, we'll have to get it to Bond 11 and leave, because Bond 10 gets you 80 more coins, so she'll be at 290, should be 10 off. For those keeping score at home. It really is nice that her mats are really not bad at all. But Avengers tend to be like that. I'll say all of the extra classes are pretty alright. Well, I don't know. Alter egos can be a bit of a pain because they take like full price of 2 different general class gems. So that could be a bit of a pain, especially if one of those classes is caster. Looking at you, Cedar and I. Blasted thing, you. That's why your polar bear's bloody fat. Sloping up all those caster gems. On the arts account too, because as we all know, the arts account's not going to be raising a lot of casters. No. Bugger all. I'm unsure I'm going to have enough QP to fully grail her, but that was the wrong way. But what's she down there for? We shouldn't be far off either. 5-star embassy. So useful. I stand corrected. Sort of. This is the issue. If this doesn't create for us, then she's going to be it. Yeah. Or isn't it not lost though? Because should be able to get a little bit of QP back from this. I doubt it's going to be enough, but I can't tell. We didn't grow these then for good measure.
まだ見ていく？うんうん、私も張り合いがあるってものさ。
Skip this one to put on just to remove the self burn. At least in case I'm not using this one. That being said, I will need to get some more QP to unlock her command cards. So that'll be 5 million. Pretty sure it's 1 mil each. That's not so bad. That's like 2 runs in the QP daily. Speaking of, let's see if we have enough now. Yep, easy as. What a little beauty. Get in there. Now I'm going to I wanted to I suppose I could. How are her about her strengthens? They don't seem too bad, so top 2. I feel like it's been an eternity. I cannot remember the last time I actually showed gameplay on this account of all things. Well, yeah, because the quick account's been the one that I've been streaming through the stories with. What was I? Now I can't do cheeky 3-turn shenanigans with here just yet. Hold on. I'm going to switch to a different. This. Tell you what. Little party. Copy. Alright, this is my bond level. Why do I do things? Luckily these are strengthens and not interludes, so her bond level doesn't matter. Where's that lovely, lovely... There it is. Okay, go. It's a minor thing, but don't need to have you. Yeah, you're bond 5, your 3rd ascension. I've had you in like 20 battles. This is a different party anyway, so it doesn't matter. Who does need some bonds? Let's get Lazarella some bonds. Let's go back to this because I've been trying to get it to 10. There's actually a pretty good craft essence for this, or mystic code rather, for this account. Buster up and MP damage up is really nice. 2 hits of invuln, and then getting rid of skill seal or MP seal and the like. Also an extra 10% MP gauge battery. Not the best, but it's better than nothing. Now that, well, we still have Gramps coming up, but I do need to get to turning all these 9s into 10s. I need to work on her skills as well. She can actually solo this event's challenge quest if you're willing to kid her up a bit. So, max her skills, get her A pins, and you might want to grail her up to like 90. Even better if you go all the way to 100. Liz is the cute, so who doesn't love Liz? Really, like for single target Buster Rider, it's like her and Aussie. I'm pretty sure. I can't. Well, some of it may come down to there may actually not be any more single target Buster Riders really. Let me check. Crossings Rider. Single target Buster Rider. Martha's AoE, Drake's AoE. Sansalter's AoE. And also terrible, unfortunately. Mev. Mev is single target, I'm pretty sure. But she's not bad, but I feel like Ozzy and Lizarella are quite a bit. Oh, Quetzal. She's in need of. She's also not bad, but I feel like she just like Mev doesn't quite match up to Ozzy and Lizarella. Let's see. Ivan is AoE and also severely underrated. He's quite good. Yorka's AoE. Canis Rider. She's pretty good. She's not as good as her Lancer version though, despite being properly single target. Sabrina she's AoE. Constantine has a non-damaging NP. Huang Feihu, he may be okay. Is he single target? He's one I forget about all the time. Yeah, he's single target. I think he's passable. But yeah, Ozzy and Lizarella are the gems. They're both really good. So you certainly won't go awry. Bumping her up a bit. I don't have Aussie on this account, so I may do just that actually. She can play in a team and she can solo quite well as well. I don't want to do this. I can't just slap that on because. So you want. Ah, that's that assassin damage for you. I knew there was no way I was going to one-turn that. That's why I didn't go and do these. I'll do it now though. Let's actually sharper animations a little, I guess. And some good goddess magic as well. Okay, I can show those two off. I don't need to do that yet. That poor itty bitty Nobu. Not bad, not bad. Oh, it's a big one. Look at that. An absolute unit. These are my favourite enemies in the games, these bloody Nobu variants. If one of those crits, well, we'll see, I suppose. Yes. Who needs MPs? She had bloody 100% attack up that turn, I believe, because you get to double cast her first skill on turn 3 with double Korean Skyer. So she starts with 30% that first turn, but she already has 70% from the other, so there's another 30%. That's just a whole heaping load of attack up. She crits like a truck. The complaints people had about her were her MP damage. Oh, she's an extra class and she's AoE, so her MP damage is terrible. There was some big complaint when she came out. Of course, a lot of it's just, oh, they're not arts, or at the time quick, because at the time when she came out, it was when Scotty was fresh, so everybody was all, it's got to be quick or nothing. That was fun. Let's do this salty run back, shall we? Do I have anyone else I need to bond up? That's 4-star because cost. Ah, Tom away. I wish she would spook me more. I'm pretty sure I don't have her past MP1 on any account. Of course, main, extra, and this account's the only ones that would actually use her. But still. As for you, need to get her bombed up so I can wait. do I? Yeah, I need to get an ape in for him at some point. I'll turn the battle speed back up. I haven't shown off, well, that's a lot of floof. Let's get the crit stars going. Should be able to take out one of these berserkers at least. Ruse. I was hoping to get a brave chain to show off with this speed. That's about the only thing I think I have left to show animation wise for it, but okay game, if you insist. Yeah, it's Maou and Oru, brave chain. Sure wish we could get mighty chains. Barely. But at this point, looks like it's going to be New Year's or anniversary, which, to be fair, is that anniversary, the one that's next year, is when JP got it. It's just they've been making such a point of giving us stuff a bit early, because it's easier on them carding wise, because they don't have to work with two different versions of the game. That's the real reason why they speed that stuff up, by the way, if you were curious. Brave change and the quick upgrade just does well for everyone, but it actually did really help Quick out a lot. It also justified the, at the time, head scratchy design of Ruler Scotty. It's like, wait, you said you were going to come out with the... You said you were going to help Quick, and now you come up with something that seems to be helping Buster out just as much, if not more. It's like, what's up with that? And then, oh, Brave changes everything. Or rather, Mighty Chains, Rainbow Chains, whatever you want to call them. I believe Mighty Chain is the official term, but I wouldn't swear to that. May just be a fan nickname. Don't trust anyone, even yourself. Oh yeah, we do have new weekly quests. I forgot what day it was. Which skill is this that we're leveling here? I guess we'll get the bomb down. I reckon that's fine. Well, strengthening one, that should be the middle skill. The second skill? I think this one's, because this is the one that really helps her a lot, because the buster out and the extra 10% battery. Oh, this is a quick one.
よろしくお参りしていきます今日我が行くは神仏主情が無尽のカバル波順返上三千大戦天皇のばのばのば
They did buff this original Naru, but well, without personally having been able to try out, I suppose. Okay. Judging from what other people have, what I've read and seen, it seems to not be enough. It helped, but not nearly enough. So hopefully they give her another buff in the future. Not like they've been shy about. Let's see. Pretty sure they've double buffed certain welfares. Saber Lily, for example, she counts as a welfare. She was actually a welfare twice, because she was originally a gift to anyone who played the game day one. But then she was also the welfare in the original Saber Wars event. And now anyone can just roll her in a friend point summon. So B++. Yeah, I was wrong. That was the second skin. Now for the third skill. There's Heracles. Speaking of Heracles, where is? I think these three fights are pretty much similar to the ones we just did. 2 or 3 waves of Berserker and or Archer enemies. Honestly, there's no reason not to just go and use that there, I suppose. Wow. Didn't crit. Feels bad. Didn't need to though. Just get past the fierce wave and we're harm free. Best thing about Buster is Buster doesn't give a rat's arse what the waves look like. They don't care the number. So all those fancy 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 1s and nonsense funky nodes that they've been coming up with recently and into the future for a while, purely because they purely to put a monkey wrench into the way they did art slooping, making it so bloody easy, brain dead. Then they turned around and did this for Buster, and then Buster's like, oh, we don't care what the waves look like. Of course, that being said, then they come up with art servants that have such absurd refund and damage that they don't even need triple wave any bloody way to loop on. Which of course leaves Quick out in the cold. Quick's the one that truly suffers from all of this nonsense. Oh, assassin. Interesting. That hurts my soul. I heard my Fox Bunny thing. Well, not mine, somebody else's sport tag. Aria, let's just go and do this. I believe they can do just 19.5k to a berserker with a buster chain. I believe, even though they're assassins. Oh no, it's an assassin. Terrible, terrible attack scaling. It really is a tribute to how outstanding kits and just internals for like Jack and Karma and Gramps to, despite being assassins, being as good as they are. It's kind of like how foreigners generally have insane kits to make up for their lack. He's not heaven attributed, so make up for their lack of bonus damage against pretty much anything in the game. Oh, Monster. She's going to be Nagao. Thankfully it's another one where we can just pop off immediately.
破順返上権限せよ三千大戦天狼
See if its target's alright. Yep.
完全配慮よろしくて好き放題扱ってあげましょう
人滅あるのみ
はい NSS サービスですもう君がお望みの火薬の匂い
Huh. Interesting. She can cover heaven attributes and man attributes. Oh, she can cover man because of these. It's actually more enemies than you would expect in the game.
よかろう我の真
Sky
なる
attributes.
刻むがよい
いいかご用件は
I think Earth is the most common.
破順返上一点視界に波動を
Pretty sure.
破壊せよ
I think Sky is the least, but generally the Sky attribute enemies are pretty tough.
我行くところあまねく怪人とキスがよい
Oh, good QP levels. Tragic. Interesting that there wasn't a plus or anything added to this one. Nicer, nicer. Just I can close it.
小さなことからコツコツ
Alright. There she be. As kitted out as I can make her at the moment. Upgraded skills. Ray pins are ready to go as well. E5. I go wreck the event with her. But I won't put you through watching me farm Paco Sensei. Always a talented artist. I'll put you through watching me farm over and over. Alright, I need to actually put her on a sport list. Well, I'll do that off stream too. I'll do that off stream as well because they're kind of full up, so it's going to be a bit of a bugaboo trying to figure out where to put her. Because you can only display 3 at once. So I'll figure that out. And should be back with a different stream sometime later on what's maintenance ins in Blue Archive. So there we have it. Successfully MP5. Pretty chuffed about that. Still have a decent amount of quartz to hold over for grabs on New Year's. Naturally, we'll be getting more in between now and then as well. So we should have a decent chance of getting a copy 2 of it. 2 would be my preference, at least. Naturally. But that's then. It's in the future, so hope you enjoyed and see you next time.